Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Ghetto Garage. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of working on one of my vehicles, or even in the Ghetto Garage at all, we're going to head to my dad's garage since it's his birthday and give him some free manual labor. And in exchange, he's going to record some clips, teach us how to do the oil pan gasket on his 2005 Cadillac Escalade. It's a big job, but I think we can do it. So one thing to talk about before we even get started on the oil pan gasket, it's going to be safety. You're going to need the vehicle lifted up a lot higher than you would to just take off a tire, do some brakes, change the oil, and not lift high, but it's going to be in one of the top tiers of a jack stand, and you need to be safe. So any wheels that are touching the ground, we want them chalked, and we want 2 jack stands holding it up front, 2 jack stands as backup. Then you're also going to use your car jack in the midst of everything to help remove the front differential and any other parts. And it's also going to be recommended to find yourself some free manual labor, so get a case of beer and ask a buddy for some help, because that way you can have one guy underneath doing all the wrenching, one guy handing tools. It'll go a lot faster and a lot smoother. And worst case scenario, you got somebody to call for help if you need it. So that's my piece on safety. Let's get her going.
Alright, so what we're going to show you here is what we need to do to be able to get at the oil pan. The front differential needs to be removed. It doesn't need to be, but for proper alignment and just for you to be able to get everything set up properly, you're gonna want to take this front differential out. So the best way to get the front differential out is to take the nut off of one side of your pitman arm here, or this relay bar. So you're going to take this pitman nut off, and then you're also going to free this tie rod end off as well. So that's gonna allow some play right in here for you to be able to drop this front differential. So we'll be back at you with this next step where we show you the bolts that need to be removed to get the front differential out, but we're gonna take this off first. All right, so we're just about ready to remove this tie rod end, and I got the nut off, but we're gonna have to use the puller to separate that. So I'll be back in a second when I show you that's in position. Alright, so now we got the puller in place, and we're just going to start to tighten it, which is going to put upward pressure on this while pulling it down, and it will separate it in a very violent way. Alright, so now this is loose, and this is loose. So now you can see we have the plate we need to be able to drop that differential down and clear that. We may have to move the wheels side to side, like almost as if we're steering it, to be able to position the differential to fit right in here. Literally, you're going to need every bit of room to get that differential down. So but before that, what we got to do is we got to take this cross member off. That's going to be, you don't need this cross member off to get the differential out, but you're going to need the differential out and the cross member off to be able to get the oil, to get at the oil pan right here. Alright, so now we're underneath the car here. Get that cross member removed. That's 2 bolts here and 2 bolts here, and that removes the cross member. This is the oil pan that we're seeking to get out here. But first we got to take this differential out. So there's a screw or a nut here that's got to come off, and a nut on the other side of this that's got to come off right here. And then there is these bolts that got to come out to take off this drive shaft. And then if you look at the differential, so now we're on a front view here. We're going to be taking out this bolt and nut right here, and then here's the fill hole, and then you can see right up above the fill hole is that bolt and nut that's going to have to be removed. And then once you get that one and this one and those two, plus all of these drive shaft bolts out, you'll be able to remove the front differential. Alright, so drive shaft bolts are out. The one thing that, depending on how it's postured, you might just need to stick a screwdriver in here and pull up on it, and that'll pop it out of its little socket there. You can see it moving just a little bit, but once you got that freed, you can grab onto it with both hands and work it back, and it comes out of there pretty decently. So just like that. That'll allow you to get the differential to drop out, but that is free now. Alright, so here's where we're at. Disconnected the drive shaft, pulled the differential out, and that's sitting over off to the side. Drained the oil. You got to disconnect the oil filter, that's got to come off, and then drain the oil from the oil plug here. And then a couple other things. There is on this side, there is a 10mm nut holding these items tight against the oil pan, and then there's a wiring harness here, and that kind of fits in. There's a little notch, and then there's a 10mm nut on the end here that secures this wiring harness. And then there's this plug right here. There's not a lot of really good videos out there that show how this plug comes apart, but depending on how the plug is positioned on your vehicle, if I show you this right here, there is a way to get a pick in there. So, from what you see everywhere else, this is all just solid sides, but that's not accurate. Where the tab is, where you would lift up on it with a pick, is right in there. And depending on where your opening is, it could be on the side, it could be on the top. Mine is kind of tucked in here. I was able to get a pick on there and lift up this tab. So this tab right here has to be lifted up, and then that will pop right out. So that's kind of a pain in the butt if you're not familiar with it. And then now what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna go along the oil pan here and start taking those screws out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out all the screws except for maybe this corner and this corner, and then I'll do this far corner over here, and then I'll do those last two when I have a good hold on the oil pan and just can support it as I drop it straight down. You don't want to warp it in any way, shape, or form, so you want to hold it firmly up against the vehicle while you take those last two out, and then take it all down together so you don't bend it, warp it, or do anything to damage it. Alright, the biggest thing that you want to do is prep the surface here and get this all cleaned up and get it ready to receive the new oil pan gasket that will be on the oil pan. Alright, so we got the oil pan all prepped and cleaned to go back on the vehicle here, and the gasket just lays on there like that, and then we just got to put a little bit of gasket sealer on the engine block, and we'll show you that here in a second. Alright, one of the things that it calls for is to put a little bit of gasket sealer in each one of the corners of where the engine block was formed. It's a potential fail point on the gasket as it gets put on there. So you seal those up before you put the gasket on there. You got to do it fairly quickly. They say you have up to an hour to work with this, but obviously you want to get right to it. So ready to put the pan on.
There's a couple things that we didn't get in the clips, and we're going to include some links down below for you to get after. So there's going to be parts for Amazon, and you can probably find them on eBay as well. Just make sure you know the seller, know what brand you're getting. Be careful about going too cheap. I know it's the Ghetto Garage, but there's some things that you just don't always skimp on. Another thing is I will include a link to a video of another guy who teaches the exact same project on a little bit different truck, but it's the same oil pan gasket. He, in his video, includes the torque specs and the order of which you're going to torque down the bolts on your oil pan. And that is very important to do correctly. So shout out to him for doing the legwork on that for us. And hopefully you found both of us helpful, and shoot us both a subscribe. Thanks a lot.